Hey guys, we're going to a job today where we were last week and we couldn't do it because we needed to give a water shutoff notice. We've got two Mixit valves that need to be rebuilt, and when we rebuild them, we just don't pull the fucking cartridge out and put the other one in and then it turns hard. What we do is we pull the cartridge out, and we're going to use the puller that John Phillips made, because it will also fit a Mixit. The smaller tube will fit a Mixit, but you just got to change the rod. So I've got the rod for it. Anyway, I've used it once and it works good. Anyway, with that being said, Mixits either come out or they don't. So with that being said, we got two of them to build. What we do is when we get the cartridge out, we put a brush on the drill motor and put some WD-40 in there, and we clean the shit out of the cylinder, out of the manifold. That way it's like brand new. That way when you do put the new cartridge in, the temp control part of it works good. Otherwise, if you don't, you put the new cartridge in and it still turns hard. And so what we'll be doing is two of those, and then we'll go ahead and put new trim and hardware on them because the old shit's all stripped out. And then with that being said, we'll go ahead and snake two bathtub drains. And I think she had a couple other things for us to look at. I'm not sure exactly what else, but those are the major things. And we only have so much time. You guys aren't going to see me talking too much in this video, simply because I'm on a time limit with this building. I can only have it shut off for a certain amount of time. So if one valve gives me a problem, or they both give me a problem, I only have so much time to do it. Otherwise, I'll have to abandon one and come back another day with another shutoff, because this building's kind of big. And they're only allowing, I think they said, I forgot, I think they said 2 hours at the most. And of course, I don't think I would abide by that. I'll give myself 3 or 4 hours. I just won't answer my fucking phone. And what are they going to do, fire me? I don't think so. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get those two valves done, and we'll see you at the job, guys. By the way, this is the job where we re-screened the patio door and we changed the tub spout. Oh, that's the other thing, is she needs another tub spout. We could only do one because we got to cock it, and she couldn't be without two showers, because we always ask that they don't use their shower for 48 hours if they have two. If they have one, then our caulking says rain ready. Well, it says water ready, not rain ready. That's for outside molding. But our plumbing caulking, which is DAP for plumbing fixtures, it says it's ready in 30 minutes, but I don't tell them that. I always ask for 48 hours. Oops, I got my left here, guys. I always ask for 48 hours just to let it cure up. And if they only have one shower, then I ask for 24 hours, and then they can just do whatever they want to do after that. Alright guys, so we did the tub spout and we did the patio door. Now we're going to do two Mixit cartridges and one tub spout, and then snake two bathtubs. So alright, we'll see you there. Okay guys, we're here at the job. I don't know if you recognize this building here, but anyway, it's a gate valve. I didn't notice that last time. I don't want to fuck with no gate valves, and I don't like fucking with commercial shutoffs. But look at that. I'm not gonna turn that, or that's not the one to the shutoff. It must be over here or something. Who knows where it is? It's right here. Probably going, who knows? We're just gonna shut off the main, guys. Okay, so we're gonna get our tools and yeah, see, there's the shut off to what we're doing. But yeah, right, never put your hands on that. That thing goes in and doesn't come out. We'll have to cut that and put a new valve on. which I'm not wanting to do. Alright, let's go shut the street off. Okay guys, we got our keys. One key's bigger than the other. Just take this one out and let's take a look inside there. Use the other one, dummy.
Oh, yeah. Use mine. I have any.
Okay. Okay, move, it's gonna be on this side, right? Yeah, just go ahead and move the second one. Just drag it straight forward or straight backwards. There you go, leave it right there. Here, hold this.
Yeah, those roaches.
Yep. Lizzie would love those. Give me that big one. Big key. Let's hope this ain't frozen, guys. Oh, give me that other key right there. Oh, look at that albino.
Oh, yeah.
It's froze. Oh man. It's froze. Here, give it a
Are you sure it's going that way?
Yeah,
just make
look
sure.
at the holes there.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Go ahead and just put up the phone for a minute. Okay, guys, we broke it loose. All right, guys. Here, put all that away. Give me the phone. Okay. That son of a bitch was stiff, guys. Okay, go crack that hose bit open over there. At least I don't have to worry about nobody coming out here that didn't get the notice. And yeah, that's good. There's no pressure there. You know, I don't want to empty the whole building, Vinny. Yeah, we'll just do. We'll just. Yeah, I don't want to empty the whole building. Okay, guys, we're draining it from a different hose bib, just for a few minutes. I just want to drop the water level a little bit, because we're in the second story, in the the top unit. So all I want to do is just drop it a little bit, and be done with it like that. Okay, huh? Oh yeah. Yep. Alright guys, we're gonna get up there and see what we can do. Okay, water's out, guys. I got everything laid out for the material. I always take a picture of it. That way they can see what we used. Vinny's in here getting this plate off. This is where we did the tub spout, right here. Everything looks good. Now we're gonna take that off. Okay guys, this has integral stops. One here, one here. Never fuck with those. You fuck with those and you're not going back. And trying to get those in a day's notice in California, forget it. Okay, Vinny. Two things will happen with this, guys. Either this, when he turns it, will turn everything and then screw off, or this will break the welds. They got these little divots. If you look, this square nut goes in about to this deep, and there's tacks, 1, 2, 3, and 4 tacks, or sometimes 3 tacks. What'll happen is this will be stuck, and he'll turn this and break the tacks, and this will just spin on this. This is what got the threads. So basically, if this breaks the weld, this will turn and just spin and do nothing, and this will stay. Then what you have to do is just put a pair of vice grips on the outside, squeeze this to that way out here. If you go too far, you'll be squeezing on the threads. You don't want that, so you'd have to put a pair of vice grips right on here to squeeze that to that, and then you just turn the whole thing. Okay, let's just see what it does. And Vinny, be careful that your wrench will want to slip off of there. And if it does, let's just go straight to vice grips. Did you open the valve?
No.
Well, always open the valve.
Okay, pass it up.
Because if you don't open the valve, take this off, you don't need to open the valve. But when you go to pull this out, you're going to want to open it. But I always just open it first, just so I don't forget. And you don't have to open it all the way. Just a couple. Just break. The seal is pushing against the wall, the manifold. All you want to do is just open it a little bit. Give it 2 turns. That's good. Just break the seal and break the vacuum. Okay, try to get that thing off. It looks like it's going to come off with no problem, guys.
That's turning.
Okay, you don't want that to turn. If that turns, you'll unscrew it and leave that other part in the wall. If you leave that other part in the wall, then you have to get my puller that I made, and you screw it in reverse thread and slap it out. But if you don't let that turn, this won't come apart to the second part.
Am I supposed to grab it with something else like this?
Yeah, you could.
Right,
yeah, pair of pliers if you want. Because see, this is a 2-part stem, guys. So if he turns it, it'll unthread itself in the wall inside the manifold. And then you can either put it back in and try to get it out, or you can get that puller I made with the slide hammer. I don't know if you guys know, in one of my videos I made a puller myself for Mixit, and that's in case this either breaks off and leaves the second part in the wall, then you can go in with my puller. Or if you unscrew it and you don't want to try to fish it out with that, you can put mine on. And you can get a little violent with that thing, but okay, guys, I'm not gonna make you watch this. He's just gonna inch that out little by little. Okay, guys, he's gonna use channel locks. So it'll be a lot faster because we're putting everything new, so it doesn't matter if he screws it up. No, I meant channel locks on the
Oh, that?
Yeah. Just put a crescent wrench on this part.
Gotcha.
And then channel locks, and don't grab it to where the threads are. You want to grab it right where that nut is, right below it. No, onto the sleeve a little bit. That way you don't have to worry about it. You can go more towards the wall.
I think it'll be best with my
Watch. Put it right here like that says. There's best right there.
Okay.
Because you're not on the threads. Hey, when you're dealing with experience on one end of the fence, you never say, I think it'll be better.
Did I say that?
Because my arm starts to quiver
Did I
a
say
little bit.
that?
My hand starts to shake. I have a backhanded reflex. There you go. It's coming off good, guys. Keep it going. You can do it by hand by now. And it might not even turn on you. In fact, the whole stem might come out with it. Yeah. He's never done a Mixit valve, guys, so. There you go. There it is. Okay, now, if you never know if you need the puller or not. The best way to do is just get a pair of channel locks and pull on it, or a pair of vice grips, and if it comes out, you don't need the puller. If it doesn't come out, then we'll put the puller. Left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. Okay, this is one of the lucky ones. See, if he would spin that cartridge right here, if he would spin that stem, it would break apart right here and leave this part in the wall. Then what he would have to do is get that chrome cover off, and then he'd have to fish this back in, its reverse threads, and then connect to this part and then pull it out. But if he didn't want to, let's say this part don't want to come out and you don't have no leverage here, then you take this back out, leave this in the wall, then you get my puller that I made. It has a slide hammer. You thread it in with the end that we put on there. We modified an end to fit this, and then you just use that slide hammer, and this will eventually pound its way out. But you got to lubricate the way. As it comes out, you want to keep it lubricated. And once that little piece hits onto the lubrication, you're good. Now we're going to polish that manifold out and get it ready for the new cartridge. Okay, guys, that was the tub spout we did last time and cocked it. So we don't want to get it full of crap because it's fresh cocking. Anyway, now he's going to WD-40. Yeah, sponge it to the wall. Yeah. He's going to get some WD-40 and he's going to polish that out and make it like brand new. So put some WD-40. Just put WD-40.
No, when I do something slow like that, I'm doing it so I know I can have a picture for it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No, I'm doing it. So
okay, here we go. Thank you. Now, put some WD-40 in there. Okay, polish that thing out. And hey guys, don't let this part hit the back part too much. Once you tap it, bring her back.
See, that's where my max is. I won't go that far.
Well, you'll hit it every so often. And then, yeah, bring it up, bring it to the sides. Normally, guys, I flush these out with water, but because we're on that big main, I'm not going to test my fate. We're just going to wipe it out and hope everything's good. Usually, if we had a ball valve, I'd just turn the ball valve on and off and flush it, but we're not going to play with that big main. That big main goes off, and it goes on, and that's it. Hope for the best. And what I'll do is when we open it, we'll turn on the hose bibs, so all the shit from the street goes off the 2 hose bibs before it makes its way up here. All right, so go ahead, and how's it look? I usually polish it.
I want to do a little bit more.
Yeah,
on the side.
Yeah, just hit it a little bit. And guys, when these bristles start to go bad, throw your brush away. You don't want to start leaving bristles in there. Okay, I can tell you that I think you're pretty good. So go ahead and take your towel and take your screwdriver and.
You have another towel? Give me that. Is that our blue
no,
towel?
just use that one. This one right here. Okay, here you go. Yeah. Turn it a little bit to the right. There you go. Now if you want to put your screwdriver in there and turn the whole screwdriver like this, watch. Find the center. Just go like that. Like that. Now check it out. See how she looks in there. Looks good. Okay, let's grease it up. Get your plumber's grease. Grease it with your finger in there, and then we'll get a new cartridge and grease it, and we'll put her in. Okay guys, when these come from the factory, they're not always in the order they should be. See, they're not. Always look in here and make sure all the rings are gone. There's nothing in here. Then what you do is, this is a stationary ring. This is the part that separates. If you let this turn, this will separate and leave this in the wall. So here you just put your brass ring, then you put your Teflon ring, and it's both the same, doesn't matter which way. Then your Teflon, and then what I like to do, Vinny, is I like to bring them back like that, put just a little bit of grease on this side, and then bring them back, and then grease this crap up here. Yeah, and try to grease the Teflon ring too. Just leave that open for now. Especially that O-ring all the way around. Yeah, put a little if you want. Now, go ahead and put some on that Teflon. And those brass rings. Yeah, that's good. Now, put them together. Sandwich them together. Now, usually the red dot. Is that the red dot? Put the red dot up. Now, don't just jam it in there. You want to be careful of the O-ring. You want to go left and right, left and right. No, I meant twist it left and right.
Oh.
Yeah. Till it pops in. There you go. Now keep going. Just keep going. If you want to put a pair of channel locks on for leverage, you can. Okay, now you want to do like this. So get a crescent wrench and make sure it's nice and tight on that square part, and just go left and right and push at the same time. Okay, let your dad in there. I'll show you. There. It's just a matter you're afraid. Here. Hold out. Watch. Pull.
That's good. This one's dry. This hand.
Okay. Just get onto it like this. Make sure you don't want to slide past here, so make sure your crescent's good. And put it all the way up. And then just put your hand there and... Okay, let me start back a minute. Okay, what's going on here? Let's go ahead and might have to polish it out some more. There we go. Just got to take it out. Exercise a little bit. She's all the way in. We're good to go. Now go ahead. You see if it's not going in this way, pull it back out and then go a different location and then go in that way.
Gotcha.
Just find it.
Gotcha.
Put the red up. Okay, so now, and you could just exercise it a little bit while it's in there. Just get that lubrication all around. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And now, because that's how your temp control is, guys. When you want hot, it goes this way. When you want cold, this thing swivels within the manifold. That's why these are one of the worst valves you can buy, because this actually has to turn. Where a Moen, it doesn't. The Moen turns within its cartridge, not on the outside. This is why these get gummed up and don't want to turn. Okay, now, just take your finger and put a little plumber's grease on the threads, but don't run your finger like this. You'll get some shit in your finger. Just take your finger, dab it on like that, and then this will do the work. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, just dab it all over the threads, but don't run your finger across the threads. Okay, now take that chrome piece. Here's your new chrome piece right there. Now guys, those don't have to be hard, tight. They just have to be taut, or I don't know the proper word, snug. You just don't want that cartridge to come out. If you leave it loose, it'll come out and you'll have a drip. Not outside drip, but you'll have it dripping from the shower head. So if you ever put those in and you got a drip, make sure that the cartridge is all the way in and that thing is snug. Go ahead and take your crescent wrench and put a little snug on it. And then what I like to do is, okay, that might be, let me see, let me fill it. Yeah, you had it right. And then what I like to do is I like to drop the crescent here and make sure it's still good, and it is. So we're good. We'll call that one done. Let's go to the next one. So you can go through here and get all the pictures for me.
Yeah, that's
okay. Okay, let's just take the tools. Don't worry about the mess. Okay, guys, I'm not going to make you watch this. You saw how he did that. He's just going to strip this guy down, and hopefully everything will go smooth and we won't have to put a puller on there. I'm going to go pick up the trash in the other bathroom. Okay, guys, he's got it off. Let's just see if it's going to go easy on the threaded part. This one here was giving her a hard time on the temp control, so it might be a little bit more difficult. You could break it loose without holding the white part.
Yeah, I'm going to do that first.
Yeah, just get it broke loose and then you can put the white back into where it was. And don't push on the valve body, you know, kind of offset it. Okay, so now what we'll do is we can put some heat on it if we have to. That won't do nothing except make your outside slippery. Because you can't get to the thread.
No.
Okay. Yeah, that won't penetrate into the threads. Turn your wrench the other way. No, you're tightening it.
I know. We're trying to see if that can wiggle.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now what we'll do is let's get a little heat on it and see if that breaks it loose. We can also put a pair of, yeah, that's a good idea too. Let's put a pair of vice grips on it before I put heat on it. Okay guys, this is going to be our troublemaker one, I think, right here. So, now guys, you don't want to go too far to the wall because then you'll be pressing on the threads and just giving yourself a harder time. You want to stay. That thing, if you break that nut off that sleeve, it's about this thick. So if you stay on that and not the threads, this will give him a little bit more turning power if he gets it right. Now support the valve body from underneath when you turn it.
Got it.
Got it? Okay, just leave it on there. Spin it. Okay, once you got it, you can, if you want to make it easier, just take your vice grips off. Okay, if it's coming. Because sometimes you might be a little bit on the threads, and it makes it harder on yourself. Okay, now guys, if you couldn't have done that, I would have took my torch, and I would have heated up. What?
Only that's moving.
Right, so that's okay. Now try doing this, and if this moves and this doesn't, then you'll take this out first, and then you'll grab onto that with vice grips, or you could just grab onto this, and this will spin right over that nut. Okay.
So what do you want to do first?
Try turning it on the nut and see if the that chrome is broken loose off the welds, guys. So there's many ways to handle that. You could try to take the nut off and then pull the sleeve off, or unthread the sleeve, or you can just keep on threading the sleeve with the vice grips, and it'll go right over that nut, no problem at all.
There you go.
Okay, so they're both turning. So there you go, son. Okay, so we would have heated it up with a torch right in here. Not a lot, just enough to get the sticky shit to break loose, because that's all it is old plumber's grease if they put it. And if that nut would have turned but the sleeve didn't, we would just thread that nut off and then put some vice grips or channel locks on there and just keep unthreaded, because the threads are in this thing right here. I'll see, since that one's already broken, maybe when we're done with the job. Whoa, there. You're going to get to see what it looks like. I want you to break that sleeve off so they can see. This is the part that I was telling you. See how, so when, Vinny, when you're putting your channel locks on or your thing, you want to be biting, not back here, because your threads, you don't want to be on these threads right here. You want to be on, take it off and we'll show you. Your threads are where? Right in here. So when you squeeze too much on this part, it tightens your threads onto there. So just kind of put your, you know what I mean?
You want to be, so if it goes this deep.
Yeah, it's just right in there. Yeah, like that. You'll be all right. Yeah. And Vinny, when you polish off,
housing, right?
yeah, but you're still, yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, so anyway, that will break off on times. But when you clean that out with a brush, clean those threads too.
Okay.
As well. Make it easy on us. Okay, let's try the pull. See if it's going to come out. You can put vice grips on it if you want. Now that you got them. Let's put the vice grips to it. If not, we gotta get the John Phillips puller. I always put it kind of straight, like straight at you, and real tight, yeah. And guys, it's important you open that valve at least one turn, otherwise it'll be pressed against the wall and it won't break suction. Left and right, left and right.
That's good.
Left and right. Okay guys, no puller needed. Now you see how that was separating? How it was separating here? Because this was turning in the wall. If when you let that spin, and it was in the closed position, he should have opened it more. If you open it more, Vinny, like if you open the valve all the way, now watch, if you have that, And now open that valve up all the way. I'll show you what it does. Here's the handle. Now watch. Hold the plastic. Now open that all the way. And you'll have, don't strip, yeah, open it all the way. See how that closes up? That's how you want to pull it out when it's condensed. So I made a mistake by telling them a couple terms. You want it opened all the way. Or most of the way. You want to break the suction between the wall, the manifold, and that right there. Okay, let's put some WD-40 in there. Don't worry about getting the tub spout dirty because we're putting a new one. And then do me a favor, wrap before we forget, hit the outside threads a little bit. Okay, blow off that brush a little bit. I should have had him do that last, but I was just... Okay guys, I'm going to let him polish that up and put some WD-40 in there and wipe it out again. Now, I just opened this, guys, and you see from the factory it didn't come stacked right, so you always got to watch for that. So, basically just take it off. Take the brass ring. Put it on first. Actually, I should let him do it. He should grease it up and then put all this together the right way. So let's let him do that. How you doing over there? Okay, he's got it all cleaned out, polished. He's lubing it up. Here, lube this up and then I'll give you the rings to put on the correct way.
Video so I can take a picture of that?
Yep. Put the grease up in your hand so they can see it. Let me take a picture. Thank you. Grease that baby up and then I'll give you the washers. Here's your washers. Okay. Red side up. This time, if it fails, you just start over. Good job. Okay, now put your retainer nut. There's the retainer nut in, guys. And it goes to about right here with threads. This will screw in a lot better most likely because we cleaned the threads. We forgot to clean the threads on the outside on the other one. That'll suck it in by itself when you tighten it. You don't even have to worry about that. The only thing you guys don't want to do is cross thread that, guys.
Seems like it wants to. It spins when I think it's going straight. It doesn't bite.
Yeah, I have that problem too, but eventually it goes. You can wiggle it left and right. Like sometimes the thing is up, sometimes just make sure that cylinder's looking square.
Yeah, it goes right away. Probably.
Yeah, you just keep working on it and eventually you get it. See, you got it, right?
No.
Pull back on. Let me feel it.
It wants a cross side.
Okay, let me feel it. I mean, it could be a bad machine part, or it could be a bad machine part. We can open up another. That's why I always buy 3 or 4 of these when I'm doing a job like this, just in case there's some defects. I never come with just what I need. I always overkill. Now, sometimes they could have cross-threaded the old one on, but see what it was. I mean, this thing's a little wobbly, and you're trying to put it on straight, but this isn't pressed on straight. You can see there's a gap here, no gap here. So you're trying to go straight, but this thing's wanting to go this way.
Oh, the threads.
You get it?
Yeah.
So we're good.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, we're all good.
All right, let me get in there.
These aren't always perfect. Let me have the crescent. But sometimes you're trying to keep that cylinder straight, but it's actually mounted on here crooked.
Okay.
And so you kind of you'll feel if you're cross-eyed. If you're going on crooked, but it wants to thread nicely, then you know it's just mismatched. If this is too loose, you'll get a drip out of the shower head, and you just tighten this in and it'll bring this in more. But I usually go and snug it until this starts to fill a little bit, because if you snug it too much, this will get harder to turn. And then I always do work it in a little bit. That feels good. This was froze. She couldn't even turn it hot or cold. But by polishing it out and putting this in. Okay, give me the handle. I'm going to shut that off. And let's go turn on the water. Hope for the best. Make sure we turn on
Kitchen.
off.
And then the bathroom faucet.
I turn the bathroom off. You guys are going to go hope for the best. Let's go turn on the water at the street, guys. Okay, I turned the bathtub off on that one. Okay, guys, what I want to do, we're going to turn the water off at the main, and I don't want all that street crud going up to the fixtures and none of the apartments. So the best way to do that is just to open up all your hose bibs. That way, it'll have a place to exit. As the water is coming through the valve and hitting and going up, it seems, if you look at the routing, it seems to go up under here to here first. So, and over here. So we'll go ahead and open these 2 hose bibs up and get them blasting. And let me have here, I'll trade you. I'll take the big one. Thank you. Take this. Okay, guys. Let's see what happens. Can I have the? It makes it easier on me.
You're giving me that side? Here, put it more towards the tip, or yeah.
Okay, let's let it rest there. See, guys, look at the water. It's turning brown and black. It's stirred real fast. That takes the shock out of the line too. When you have these two hose grids open over there, instead of the water rushing through the building and hitting the fixtures hard, it takes out the shock. Right there.
More?
A little bit, right there. Okay, seal this up.
Okay.
Hide those over there.
Oh.
Okay, guys. That one's blasting too.
Fucking mosquitoes.
Shut that one off for me, Benny, when you can. Let's leave our tools out just in case. All right, guys, let's go up and hope for the best on those valves. Fucking with commercial properties, guys, you gotta be real careful. Always be thinking liability. I've never had one. I shouldn't say this now and jinx myself, but I've never had to use my liability insurance, not once in the past 30. Well, the first 4 years I didn't have it. So let's say the 26 years that I've had it, I've never had to use it. Thank God, knock on wood. I don't see no wood to knock on. Oh, I do right here. Okay, coming in. Hey guys, no drip so far. Let's just open it up. Okay, that's stuck, by the way. Okay. I'm gonna come back and check it. This one over here. This one right here. Do the same thing. It's not dripping, so that's a good sign. Oh, let me get this out. Okay. Okay. Make sure it don't drip now. Always open them up to check them. And then make sure they don't drip. Alright, looks like they're going to be good though. Okay, Vinny, I think what we'll do all the trim stuff later. But what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do the other tough spout now and get rid of all the dirty work. Then we'll go along and clean all these. But we're not going to clean the tubs until we snake the drains. And I brought new overflow plates to make it look good. Alright, now they're loose. You can just break it loose. Grab a pair of channel locks, put it on there. We don't need to waste time. It'll crack. There you go.
Picture or no?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, you're gonna go through my video anyway.
Right,
Snapshots.
I know, but no, when I mean picture, I mean just zoom in on it so I can take up a screenshot.
Oh. Okay, let's go hope that, let's clean the threads on that. Let's go get that other brush. We can put our keys away, our main shut off keys away, and let's get that other brush to clean that pipe. But I am curious to see if it's going to fit. Let me go get a tub spout. Alright guys, let's see if we're going to get lucky with this one like we did the other one. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Dude, you don't have to go no further. Let's just... Huh?
I didn't even get it.
They'll get it.
Right there.
Yeah, they'll get it. You don't even need to put on the dirty threads. Just go ahead and you go ahead and clean that.
Thanks.
And I'll go ahead and go get that wire brush for the drill. Okay?
Okay.
Alright guys, he's changing the bit, The best way to clean those threads are with this round disc. It really works good. And that's a throwaway. I found that on a job. It came with one battery on the job. It was in the garage. Somebody left it. It was ready for the clean out people. And all it had was a battery and no charger. Couldn't order the charger by itself, but they had that same gun for $29 with the charger, one drill, and one battery for $29 on Walmart. I ordered it. I gave one to Vinny. Now we've got, Vinny didn't want it, so I put the drill motor away for a backup somewhere in my garage. I don't know where. And so now I got 2 batteries for it and a charger for $29. And I use it that way. If it gets wet and rusty, it's not my good impact or my DeWalt equipment. Well, you don't have to go back that far because we're not going to make it back that far anyway. Okay, let's put some plumber's putty. Wipe the threads off. Let's put some plumber's putty around that pipe. And let's put on a new hose and plumb it with some tape and some dope. Alright guys, he's cleaned the threads. He's got his plumber's putty around the pipe in case the caulking fails. Or let's just say this fails in here, right where the pipe goes. Let's just say it starts blowing out water and hitting to the back of the wall. It'll come out the sides, even with the caulking. If the caulking is good, it'll eventually blow the caulking out after a couple hours, and you'll see drips coming on the end, but at least it won't go in the wall. The reason why he builds it up in a V like this is that way if this does leak, it hits it and it's thick enough to withstand the pressure. If we just push it in and make it flat, eventually the water pressure coming from here, let's say this blows right here, and it goes this way. If you just push it flat, it'll eventually make its way into the wall. But if you put it in a cone like that, and that starts to spray, it'll hit that cone and it won't break it down. It'll break the caulking down before, and you'll see it drip. And then we always try to leave a little spot open on the bottom right here. We either take a grinder and divot it, or we just, when we wrap around it, we take a blade and cut a little spot on the bottom. I've never shown you how we do that. That way, if it does leak, it goes out the bottom, and water won't go get in it because it's on the bottom. So, you know, that's just the way we do apartment maintenance. You know, I'm not saying you have to do it this way. It's just the way we do it. Okay, guys, he's gonna put a little plumber's dope on there, and then we'll get some video putting the tub spout on there. So, you guys always stir that shit. It does separate. So, good enough, Vinny boy. All right, here's your tub spout. Okay, let's see where she goes. I need one more turn out of it. This is gonna be it. Don't overpass it. So just go a little bit and you got it. Beautiful. Yep, beautiful. And see how that thing's snug to the wall. Alright, so anyway. Let's we'll clean the plumber's putty around it, and we'll caulk everything at one time. Pack that valve. It's not a big hole. We can pack it with plumber's putty just for the hell of it. As he's getting the trim on, this is where you have to be careful. Let me show him. Before we do that, Vinny, why don't we make sure? I forget if these go down. See how it says Mixit? These go down. And I believe if you turn it to the left, it's hot. To the right, it's cold. So basically, before we put this on, we're going to check it. But look, guys, if you over tighten them or they're not loose enough, that you'll break that little divot. See that little square thing on that little nipple right there? If you break that, this whole thing is shot. Just carry. I always bring 3 or 4 of them. That little guy goes into, you see there's a little hole here? Well, there's another hole right underneath. So once you got this right, this will go on the bottom like this, and of course left is hot and right is cold. But before we do that, we're going to turn it on, and we're going to turn this to the left and make sure it gets hot before we put anything on. So we're going to do that on our own, and we'll let you know if it was wrong. If it is, you just spin it 180 degrees, or 90 degrees rather. Half of one, yeah, 90. You guys, you're going to spin it 180. Hey guys, we're going to turn it to the left. Right now it's hot, so we're going to turn it to the right, to the cold. Okay, now we're getting cold, so we're good. So what we'll do is put it in the middle. We know that if the pipes aren't crossed, you put the red up and usually you're okay. We just shut that off now. Just like that. This temperature will turn on a little bit when there's no handle on it. Okay, so now we know that this can go on. And I'm going to do one and you're going to do. Okay? So, these are very gentle. They come factory. If you loosen them too much, this little square will come out of that channel and it'll just spin on you. So there's really no, when they're this loose from the factory, there's no use to make them looser. So let me get in there. And there's a trick to these guys. Hold on. What did you say?
Hold on.
Oh.
There we go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a trick to these guys. Remember, there's a hole here and a hole down here. What I like to do is I like to fit it on, and then as it's going, I put just a little pressure on that screw, like that, and then I push that screw in. That way, as I tighten the screw, as I tighten it and bring it in, it catches that little hole underneath here, and then you tighten it up just a little bit. You don't want, so you get it on while it's loose, and let it do its thing. Let that screw bounce wherever it wants, and then once it's on all the way, and you got that big space, you push that screw and make sure it's bottomed out that way. Then you hold this with 2 fingers. Keep it firm, not this way, not that way. You use both, and tighten this, and that little divot will find the hole. And then sometimes I have to get a new bite on this here. Now it's starting to find the hole. It found the hole, and I can feel this want to turn which way it wants to turn. When you start to feel this to move one way, let it go. Let it do its thing. If you hold it in the wrong way, you'll strip that divot out. So at this time, I just kind of balance it here, and I snug it up. Like right here, it's wanting to stop right there. Boom. I don't need no more than that. And this will always have a little play in it. If you snug it too much and you strip the screw, then just throw the part away. There you go. We're good enough. Give me the handle.
Don't drop the screw.
Okay, we'll get that out. This will go in a certain way. Right there. These you can snug if you back them up, just like this. Hold that, push in because you don't want to strip it, just like that. When you hear that little squeak squeak, you got it. And this should all, just make sure you get all the play out of it, about right there, because here's on, and then off is right there, and then put your Mixit as straight as possible. And look at that, guys. Let me get out and try it. He's going to do the next one all by himself. Let's go ahead and try her out. Left to the hot, right to the cold, put it in the middle. Hey guys, these when they're brand new and they're polished out that much, these temp controls will turn with it. It's only natural. If you just push a little bit here and go like that, you're good to go. Or let it spin. You can let it spin all the way to where it wants to go and you just reset it. Eventually that'll stop happening as the water deposits build up. But that'll even happen on a brand new Mixit. Of course, I haven't put a new Mixit in for the last 15 years. I hate them. Alright, but look how nice this is, guys. Watch this. Opens up. Look how nice that is. Before she couldn't even turn it. Now we're good. Now watch. You turn it, it will turn with it for a little bit, but you can just put it right back. I'll tighten up the other one a little bit more, but if I tighten this up, there's a good chance we can make that go away. I always like it loose, but I think I might readjust it, just, you know, to show you guys how it goes. Okay. Guys, I tightened this one up a little bit, that way this don't spin. Watch. I'm gonna go do the other one. Go like this. Now watch, when I turn it, and it's adjusted right. I made sure left was left and right was right. You tighten that up, and it doesn't spin. You can control that by tightening that up. So I will tighten up the other one. Guys, I caught up. He's got his handle on. He got it on good. He's getting ready to tighten it. I was throwing trash away. You'll know when you catch that hole. You'll feel everything just kind of firm up. That came out wrong. Yeah, just a little. You give it just a little wiggle. Let me feel it. What I do is I just go like this. I don't really manhandle it. I just like that. That looks good. Did a good job. Okay, so now here.
I don't have nails. Can you open it?
Huh? I don't have nails either. What are you saying? I got nails. Here, you want my knife? Let's do it over here so the screw don't fall in. There's a little hole.
Let's see it.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, don't let that screw fall out. Let me give you a rag. Here you go, buddy.
Oh, you baby. Fast.
Okay, we're gonna go fix that other one and see if we can firm it up by tightening the. If you go too tight, they'll pop.
You hear that? Squeeze, 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 like you said.
Okay, so move the rag. I want to test it. Make sure that the lever don't move. Oh, before you put that on, always make sure that it's snug. Not too tight, just snug.
Like that?
Yeah, now put your Mixit as straight as possible. Okay, now get out of there unless you want to shower. I'm going to test it. Oh man, guess what? How are they going to do the shower? We're going to cock one.
No, you're going to do one for 2 hours and one regular.
Okay guys. Left. Hot, yep. Right, cold. And now we can shut it down without turning the handle. Boom. Good enough. Okay, let's go fix the other one. We're going to tighten this bugger up a little bit. Don't throw the plumber's putty. That's when you took the plate off, the plumber's putty came with it because it's fresh. Anyway, we're going to repack it. That way, if our caulking ever fails, water won't go in here and then we get a phone call. Well, this is how it'll go. If the caulking breaks in a couple years, we'll get a phone call because she likes to scrub a lot. Look at that brush. She scrubs all around the plate. And when you got a person that keeps it clean, you wear that out in a couple of years, it's gone. We'll be getting a phone call. Hey, there's a leak downstairs at Unit 5. We go there and we look at it, and then we look at the caulking, and we go, we know where this is coming from. And we turn the shower on, and we flash some water, and it leaks down there. And then they're going to say, well, you didn't put no plumber's putty? You know, are you lazy? What is it? You know, so we're going to pack it again. Okay, we're going to try to adjust this. Sometimes you can do it by tightening this. When you tighten this, guys, You should tighten it with this open a little bit. So give me the handle, we'll open it. I didn't use that. You don't want to be tightening this when this thing is closed. You'll crush the rubber in there. And it doesn't have to be all open where you're going to take a shower. Just a little bit like that. It's good enough. And you might even see that water volume go down a little bit. So let's try this. See, this is getting stiffer. May not get all the way that I want, but we'll see. Yeah, it's getting stiffer, guys. We'll open this up just a little more. Okay, now it looks like it's not going to turn. So, Vinny, pack that up. Let me get a little picture of it. I forgot to get a picture last time because I was taking trash out. Pack it up and pack it up. Alright, good enough, buddy. Get some plumber's putty and we're good. Okay, guys. And guys, I don't pay for this shit. It doesn't take him more than 5 minutes. And I don't pay for that shit. It goes right on his material bill. At least it ain't gonna leak in a couple years. I mean, she scrubs these things down good with those brushes. And that caulking is eventually gonna wear down. Am I guilty of not putting putty? I've done it a couple times where the hole's just way too big. You know? And I just, okay, they've done without it all these years, you know, because this is just a secondary. That way I'm not liable for anything. It's 5 minutes of labor and free putty. Let me get a picture of that for the management. They always want to see that putty.
You want a picture? Alright, done.
Alright, go ahead and put the plate on it, get it all rigged up, and we'll test it one last time, and then we'll snake the drains. He's putting that piece on, that's the most temperamental piece, and let that thing just wiggle, and where it wants to go is you get that on there. Now push that screw in a little bit ahead of it. There you go, see? Now hold it in place and tighten that thing. And guys, I'm not sitting here telling him what to do. He knows what to do now. I'm doing this for you guys. People say, hey, you don't give enough details. So all this bullshit that I'm saying, which people say, oh, he'd drive me crazy if that was me working. Well, I'm not trying to drive him crazy. I'm trying to help you guys. You know, save you from having to throw one of those handles away. And I'm not talking to the guys with experience. I'm talking to the do-it-yourselfers that may want to change their own valve. That goes in. I don't think there's any really way. It's just so this will catch.
Like a lock ring.
Yeah, just for this thing. You can even put it in. If it falls out, you can put it in after. Show them that there's a lock ring in there. I didn't show that to them. See that little ring there, guys? That is just a spacer. So when you push this in, it grabs onto it.
Yeah, there's like a little lip on here.
Yeah.
So it'll grab these.
Yeah. Did you tighten your handle all the way? Yeah, cool. Good. You don't want to crack it. Here's your mix it up words. Hopefully that lever won't move as much. That little ring might be in the wrong. There you go.
No, it's not right.
There you go. Cool. Now let me try it. Don't worry about that. Nobody's gonna read it. Okay, let's see if it spins anymore. Okay guys, let's open her up. That feels good. Yep. So now let's turn it. It doesn't spin half as much, just a little bit. And I'm not going to crush that rudder anymore. So that little bit of spin ain't going to hurt nothing. And when the calcium builds up around that thing, you got to remember we polished it and put plumber's grease. So once that starts to wear in a little bit, that won't move much. So I'm going to explain to her. Okay guys, when you're snaking, I found this little 1/4 inch. It's not even a 1/4 inch. It's 3/16. I found doing bathtubs, if I don't need a lot of power, like I can use the Milwaukee trap snake on that, but I'd rather not. This here will take the bends a lot better through the tub trap because of all these little bends in it. It just works better. I'm usually successful with this guy. If I have to step it up, I will, but if I can get this through the trap, that trap snake doesn't have a much bigger bulb than this. So, and this does tangle up. It's got that little retriever head on top. So this is my go-to unless I need something bigger, guys. I don't need no cloth gloves on this because I'm not using a motor on it. Hoping to do it without taking this all off because that thing's rusty. I just don't want to. Okay guys, let's see what we get here. I always make sure that I'm not coming up here, guys. There we go. We're through the trap. I don't need to go much more than that. So guys, when you can do this,
Give me pull it back a little bit.
when you can do this, guys, when you can do this, that means you're through the trap. So we're through the trap. Guys, I really don't want to run the water yet because I don't want to wash anything off. I just want to see if I grab anything. Okay. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and I'm sure we got whatever it was. So, if you can, just turn the camera off and clean this one. Okay. I'm sure we got this. Let's just get the hell of it.
Yeah, we're gonna clear that right.
Let's tighten this up just a little bit. We don't want to strip nothing out, but just give it a little bit more pressure because those rubbers break in a little bit. Okay. I always feel the ear here and the ear and make sure they're pretty straight. bathtub stopper. These are giving her problems, so I'll show you how those work later. Alright, let's just do it now. Okay guys, what I like about this is it refreshes the drain. This covers the whole drain and looks nice. Comes with 2 rubbers. You just got to see which one fits, and you always put the V part, the cut part, up, so when it goes in the hole, it goes in like that. And then it's also a hair catch. You can pull it out. Usually the rubber will come off of this when you pull it out, which is fine. Pick the rubber out, clean the drain, clean the hair off of here, and then put the rubber and put it back on. Let's go see which one fits. Okay guys, what I like is it makes it look refreshed. Yeah, I like that use of toe kick. You just go like that, and it's good to go. So let's try the small one. Okay, the small one's gonna work. So if it was too big, then you put the fatter rubber. Okay, just push that in like this. Nice and tight. Look at that. Just keep working it until it's all the way in flat. Just keep going after it. If it's too tight, you can put some plumber's grease. But I like to do it without the grease. So there we go. Now it's on and off. Watch. And it covers everything. Just do it off first. Okay. Here's the cold water. Okay, she holds water nicely. There she goes. Boy, that drains good, guys. Okay, so now this one's done. We're gonna go snake the other one, and then he's gonna cock this, cock that, cock that. And we're done. Okay, so snake it. Alright guys, we're gonna let Vinny do this one. Yeah guys, they advertise that as a 1/4 inch, but I put my thing on it and it's 3/16. It makes it going good down traps really good. And once you get past the trap and you can just free feed it in, you know you've done your job and it's good enough. Even if that trap is really rusted, this thing never fails me. Keep working that spot. It'll eventually go in. Or you got hair on it. Too much hair. If it won't break through, I usually pull it out, clean it. There you go. Now. And when you go to pull it out, don't subtract like that. Try to leave it as close, because then you have to fight it again. If you get it and it pops in, leave that cable as far in as possible and just retract some. Now, try to leave that cable in there. There you go. And then eventually when you can just free feed it in, you're done. Okay, now try to free feed it in. See, you got it. You're past the trap. You're good to go. Go ahead, hit that little spot. That's probably a 90. Okay. Now, yeah, it doesn't rattle all the pipes in there and break anything loose. I don't think this one was too bad. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. It's probably just slow. So let me run the water and make sure she's alright. See how she does, guys. It was just sledging at 90.
More power.
Okay, let's clean out that shoe. Yeah, let's get something for that shoe. Oh yeah, it's clogged. Okay guys, it's not clogged. And the trap is clogged right here. Do you want to get me some gloves?
There we go.
There's a big sliver right here. Big old sliver right here, guys. I might need those long needle nose. There we go. I'll give these a good douching. I feel like breaking that cross out. It's not needed. I think I got it. think that's all. Okay guys, let's try it out. Here, trash. I'm gonna try this out, guys. I think we're good. In the toilet. Get out of here. There you go, guys. Look. Perfect, okay. Done deal. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. What we're gonna do now, guys, is we're gonna scrub this puppy down, put the new plate, scrub it down good, and then we'll scrub the other one, and then we'll put our caulkings. So it's done. Now it'll stop by itself right here. Kevin, I'm gonna let you clean the tub. Guys, I explained to her how to take that tub stopper off. Vinny's doing his thing. He's gonna clean everything with simple cream. It looks like he did. And dry everything off. He's gonna do the other bathroom. That's built up. In fact, guess what, guys? Management is gonna send the epoxy guy out to spray the tub and the walls. So I'll probably be coming back whenever that happens to back off the shower arm, take that off, and leave the tub spout, but take the plate off because he doesn't like the guy to do it. Instead of the guy that does it, instead of cutting around the caulking, he'll just get a blade and bend the plate, and I come back to install it because he doesn't come back once he's done. I actually have to remove all the paper and stuff. That way it saves management of call. And I have to strip all the tape off and everything, and then I put that back. That plate will be bent. So usually I'll make a trip out the night before and take off whatever I want off. I don't take the tub spouts off. You can mask around it because they're new, and every time you mess with those, there's a liability involved. So anyway, this is going to be done. We'll just get a little video of his caulking, and then we're off to the next job. I like 4-in-1 screwdrivers, but I don't use them for plumbing because you get water in them and then you can't pull the heads out. I always just use simple screwdrivers that you can get wet and you don't have to worry about them rusting up on you. But I do like 4-in-1s, but not for plumbing. Well guys, things are getting tight in here, but I've got everything I need for these apartments. And you know, if I go bigger, number one, my neighbors start to freak out. They say go get a shop or something. At least with these two vans, I keep it friendly in my neighborhood. But I've got everything, I don't need anything more. I mean, I've got snakes galore here. Vinny's got the heavier snakes on his truck and the cameras. But I got my 4-foot, my 6-foot, all the parts that I need for apartments. If something's in there that I need, that I do, it's there. In fact, I was just restocking all my nipples over here. I even added a basket. And I still have a clear pathway to walk. I'm still able to make my way through and have everything I need. So anyway, that's that. I do have that overhead space there for whatever. I even use the space in here. Here I got an umbrella and I've got a shower rod. I got an umbrella in there and a shower rod right in there, extra with curtains, and I've got a toilet auger and a pump back there. Everything, got the Pro Press, tester, everything in here that I need. So I'm full to the max. I mean, there is no more room, but everything I need I've got, you know, so it's working out for me, I guess. Plus, it makes it easier when some of these apartment buildings that I go to don't have parking on the street like this. The streets, something like Anaheim and Santa Ana, you can't even legally park on the street. They do that for the drug control, to keep the drugs under control, no stopping. If a cop goes down there and sees you park, he automatically has a talk with you. I do sometimes park there and he just drives by, but some of the buildings I go to, you have to pull into the building, and, you know, taking up if I get a bigger truck and I start blocking the driveway and shit, it doesn't go over well. So this kind of makes it convenient, you know. And it is the tallest. There is one that's a foot longer. Maybe I should have got it, but all in all, but some of these spots I go to, and there's either full of parking or no parking allowed, and I got to go down parking spots like that. So, you know, anyway, it's full, but it's working out. You didn't scare me.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks very good. Yeah, all that looks very good. Very good job, son. He's in the socks because he washed the tub. All right, let's go look at he's going to start the next one, I guess. Oh, look at that. All good. Beautiful. We don't cock the overflows because you have a gasket in there. And, you know, if you're going to snake it, you know, that's always waterproof from the get-go, where you don't have to cock the cap. But tub spouts, put plumber's putty, that way if it fails, this won't fail. The only thing that'll fail on that is the rubber, but you'll know that when you take it off to snake it. It'll probably hold until the next time somebody takes it off. Not saying this one, but ones that are ready to fail, usually you'll see it when you go to snake it and you take it off, and you'll see it's all crumbly. That's when it stops being waterproof, and you always keep those on your truck, so there's no issue. Alright guys, I'll let you know about the next job we're going to in a minute. And he's got all that rescreened. It looks good. We're going to put a picture on it real quick. So let me see if I can go out a little bit. Alright guys, we're out of here. Okay guys, the next job is a electrical issue. And I think the lady, I'm dropping everything. I think the lady has a slight hoarding problem. She's hoping that I don't have to tear everything up to get to what I need to, but you know, I told her I videotape my jobs for the invoices, and she was not comfortable with that. So if I can sneak some in, I will. If not, I'm not going to, because I don't want her calling like the management company and bitching about it.
Do they have a big trash can here or no?
Yeah, the big trash can is in the back over there. Let's try here.
Alright.
Let's just let's take it home. It's trash day at our house today, right? And the blue one's always still
Yeah.
Okay guys, we're gonna get the hell out of here for now. Guys, one day Vinny's mom was cleaning out his bedroom and found his bag of condoms, and we figured, hey, these would work good on caulking tubes. Let's see, hold it. So we stole a handful just to see if they would work out. Look at that, guys. Keeps it fresh. I usually use them over maybe 2 times, and then they start breaking out on the tip. And I told Vinny to watch for that, because if the tip's breaking, I could put him in a dangerous situation. But I've had this bag for over a year, and I just keep it here, and it works out right there. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it. We're just going to put our shit away, throw the trash, and we're out of here. This gate, guys, they hit it once and knocked it over, and me and Alicia fixed it. And then we put these pipes. That's when I bought my first cement core kit. And so far, so good. We put all the shit on here, Mickey Moused it. We did, when they hit it, we did open that up with a impact drill, demolition tip, and poured, what do you call, hydraulic, and we did have it up. I don't know why it popped out like that. We had it like in a cone, both of them. Maybe somebody's hit it and broke it. But anyway, this was at least 9 or 10 years ago. Here's their trash can back here, guys. I think somebody's been doing some home improvements. That's not our stuff. Alright.
Are these normally like built with these?
No, we just repaired it. We didn't build it when it came loose. I'm surprised these aren't rusting as bad as they are. These were for blinder kits, Vinny, for blinders. And that's all we had on the track, and it worked good. Anyway, nice and sturdy. So, anyway, let's get out of here. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later.